Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Rational Biohacker. Today I'm going to be looking at my favourite mushroom supplements currently out there, the Cykel mushrooms. This company's been going on for about 4 or 5 years currently, and recently they've been releasing their dual extract alcohol-based mushroom tinctures, which have been absolutely fantastic. And also recently, about a month ago, they released their, let me pronounce it right, Australian activation, ancient Australian activation set, and which is a combination of lion's mane, chaga, and several herbs and famous Australian foods. So just to start off with, I'm going to be explaining why mushrooms. As we all know, that fungi are very flexible, can help with stress, immunity, boosting energy, sleep, relaxation, and are extremely safe for consuming, very hard to overdose. There's a lot of social stigma around taking mushrooms because people think you're going to trip out or, get ill or jump off a cliff or drop off a bridge in Amsterdam. These are not like that. They don't have any psychoactive effects. But mushrooms have been very, very famous in terms of Chinese medicine, and there's been literature written thousands of years ago about their health benefits. Problem is sourcing from China, as a lot of powdered mushroom that you get off Amazon, even if it's organic, is 95% of it is from China. So you've got to really be careful. Because having spent a long time in China, I learned Chinese. China's a big part of my life. I just find that having gone through the farmland in China, I would not want anything coming from China. And this company has taken out the health benefits of great ancient Chinese mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms, planted them in Australia and sourced them from Australia and USA in a healthy, sustainable way, which is one of the first companies that I feel have really given attention to detail. But yeah, going through the company as a whole, Cykel, one of their CEOs used to be a physio at Wolves. They started, the duo have both been into health and fitness for a long period of time, and they started the company together. They have gone very, very famous recently. I had a mention on Joe Rogan podcast. Dave Asprey invested in them. So these guys have gotten a lot of positive press from people who've actually tried their products. They're now getting a lot of sponsorship, mainly from US. They're now sponsoring a lot of endorsements, mainly from UFC fighters and other famous names in the self-help community. So they're doing pretty well as a company, and I've been enjoying their products thoroughly enjoying their products because I think I can really, really feel them, and they're just fantastic. Just even without looking, without even trying the products, the presentation, even of the new, especially of the new Australian activation set and the Biohacker set, absolutely beautiful looking tinctures. And having tried all the mushrooms themselves, I found that each one gives its own specific health benefit. Now usually the Biohacker set comes with lion's mane, shiitake, cordyceps, reishi, and turkey tail, but you can choose to swap in the cordyceps for chaga in the chaga set, which costs £15 extra. Chaga being a little bit harder to source because it's only grown on birch trees, and only 1 in every 1,000 birch trees grows chaga, so they actually forage the chaga, and they do it in a sustainable way. Whereas the other mushrooms, I believe, are grown in Byron Bay in Australia. So looking at pricing, we're going to say that each of these ones come in at £19 if you buy them individually, or 38 Australian dollars. The shipping is usually free, but there will be taxation, obviously, if you're UK based. This is a UK based food blog, biohacking blog. This set comes in, the Australian activation set comes in at £80. In total, you're getting the expensive chaga and just the lion's mane with a mixture of famous Australian foods. For example, here we have the finger lime, and my personal favourite, the lavender and Davidson plum. And so yeah, but all of the Biohacker set are proprietary because they're the first ones to really mix with, I've forgotten I think it's Kakadu plum, which Kakadu plum is 100 times the vitamin C of an orange. So you're getting that in each one of these tinctures. The good thing about these ones is they're alcohol based, which increases absorption much more so than the powder. They're also double extracted, which again means you're getting a purer, better hit of mushrooms, which is far more effective than cooking mushrooms and eating it, or taking it in powdered form, as we're used to doing in famous brands like Four Sigmatic. These ones, however, are used with glycerin, which has its advantages and disadvantages. The disadvantage of having glycerin-based tincture is it's not as quick absorbing as alcohol-based, but there are a lot of people that do have difficulty still with consuming alcohol. So you really want, some people are alcoholics and so they can't have alcoholic-based tinctures, they have problems with alcohol. Some people, for religious reasons, if they're Muslim for example, can't drink alcohol. So this tincture opens up the doors to them, and it's one of the first glycerin-based mushroom tinctures I've seen on the market. None of the major brands have gone down that route as of yet, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, looking at each of the mushrooms, first of all we got the cordyceps, which just looking at my notes. Oh yeah, just to mention before, altogether this Biohacker set comes at £75, so you save the price of one tincture if you choose to buy it all together. And you can buy in 60 millilitres and that'll save you a bit more money, or you can go on a subscription where you order it every couple of weeks or every 2-3 months and you'll save another 15 to £30. Yeah, starting with the cordyceps, which is great for pre-workout, really gives you boosted testosterone, gives a good 4 to 6 hour buzz, similar to coffee, increases ATP production for the mitochondria, and it's good for those of people who are looking for that boost but don't want like the adrenal fatigue that's associated with taking coffee. Next we have the shiitake, which is very, very popular in terms of skincare. Especially it helps with the elasticity of your skin, minimize the elastase, good with the UV radiation, protection, and antiviral. It has all the full spectrum D vitamins, D2, D3, D4, good for the hair, skin and nails. A lot of very popular with Korean culture, for example, they use it in their skin creams. So yeah, it's been proven to really help that skin, so stacking this with collagen will be a really good idea. And then the most popular, which has been the lion's mane. This has had the most media attention out of all the mushrooms. It's known as the lobster of the woods. Dave Asprey said it improved his REM sleep and improved his dreaming. For me personally, I felt deeper REM sleep on my Oura Ring as a result of this, and also I felt more lucid dreams taking this before bedtime. It also increases BDNF, helps neurogenesis. It's sort of the closest mushroom in terms of the magic mushrooms, in terms of impact on the brain, and it remediates the nerve cells with the NGNF, nerve growth factor, helps stimulate the myelin in insulation around your nervous system. So as people get older, that myelin tends to wear away, and like an electric cord wearing away, so that the impulse is not as smooth, and the remyelination gives you a huge mental boost and protects your brain from aging. So anyone at the age of 50 should be taking this lion's mane. It's a great healthy way to keep the brain in check. And then we have the reishi. This has been very, very popular in Chinese culture to keep away bad spirits. Haven't had a single bad spirit since I started taking this. But it's also an immunomodulator, has many benefits to the immune system, very calming mushroom, so it's good to take at night, great to use in stacks, for example, like with CBD. And then we have the turkey tail, which is the underrated one, usually used for gut health rather than anything else. And sourced from the Blue Mountains in Australia, very pristine area, and no pollution or anything like that. Improves the gut health, a good prebiotic, activates good gut bacteria, regulates your gut, and it helps with breast cancer remission. In Japan, they use the PSK compound, which is found in this, to help people with breast cancer remission. And then we have, of course, the chaga mushroom as well, which they released very recently. I haven't had a chance to try it in its solo form, but I've been taking it in the Australian activation set, Asian activation set. I don't know why I keep calling it Australian activation. And the Asian activation set, and the chaga mushroom has a huge amount of health benefits. It's one of, if you've read the book Cancer and the New Biology of Water, you definitely should read that book. It's a really good at explaining the health benefits of chaga. And it can brighten up your eyes, good for skin, it's good for the restoration of the pineal gland. One of the most foods with the highest antioxidants in the world, and it's not farm but forage, so there's sustainable sourcing. They put a lot of effort into sustainable sourcing because you need to pick them in a specific way and not over farm them so they can grow back. And it's only grown in 1 every 1,000 birch trees, and chaga only grow. It takes 10 to 20 year period to grow. And most chaga comes from questionable sources, so it's really hard to get a good quality chaga mushroom. But the melanin in chaga has potential health benefits against radiation as well. So in the ever increasing, EMF microwave world, you really want all the protection you can get, and chaga is something that can help you do that. Overall, I would say that this is overall a fantastic product, and it's something that I recommend everyone can get. I love the Asian activation set because it actually tastes delicious, especially the plum and lavender. But each of them have a very unique flavor profile, which makes it good for adding to like a healthy mocktail or a smoothie or something like that. If you like making cocktails and bar, it's something that it's a great product that gives a little bit of extra spice to mushrooms, because people might be alienated by the full taste of the original mushrooms. So these ones can be really nice at providing that extra bit of flavour. And of course, they have about 8 or 9 different health food compounds, of which I'm not going to go into, but I've listed all of them on my blog, and I've listed all their health effects. So yeah, you're getting a lot of good extra stuff in that, and you're getting a taste of the real nutrient-dense foods that are available in Australia. So I really love this group, and I also think it's just a fantastic gift to give it to anyone. If you have a very health-conscious friend, I think that the designs on both of them are really, really fantastic. Absolutely beautiful tinctures. But yeah. And so to conclude, I think that it's a fantastic company all in all, mainly because they're the first company. Well, I'm sure other companies do care, but they really show that they provide mycotoxin testing, heavy metal testing, mold testing. So they're a company that's all self-aware of all these problems that come in our food. And knowing that mushrooms are so susceptible to everything that's in their environment, you really want a quality product, because they absorb everything. They absorb heavy metals, they absorb pollutants. So you really, really want a quality product that can stand the test of time. And this company seems to care about everything from the production standpoint to the amount of mycotoxins, heavy metals, everything like that. They care about every little bit of detail that goes into making their food. And it's really good to have a company in the biohacking sphere that does that. It's very rare to find a company nowadays, even in health sphere, that really cares about making the best quality product available. And they've certainly done that. I definitely find that these tinctures work more effectively than powders. So if you're like into nootropics and you want to use lion's mane to biohack your brain, I'll definitely consider taking this instead of a powdered lion's mane, because I felt the effects of this one were far easier to feel. So all in all, I really recommend you try Life Cykel mushrooms. If you want any more information, I will post all the links to blog posts on my more information about mushrooms on my blog. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be doing another mushroom review very shortly, which I'll compare all the leading mushroom brands, Life Cykel being one of them. So thank you for watching.